1-ply art mat board cut to the proportions so that I know I can glue on top of these. So I have my printout of counters A front, counter A back. I'm going to cut out just around these borders. I also have the same for counter B. I'm just going to cut out around this counter, this front border. Now I have this mounting glue that is a roll. I can roll it on, and I'm going to roll it onto these mat boards, and then I'm going to just mount the pieces of paper right on top of them. All right, glue that on. All right, I'm going to glue this directly on. It doesn't need to be straight. I left this extra lip, so it's just more important that this inner box is completely glued. That's why I left this extra lip, so you have something to work with. And then after I put it on, I rub it down with a cloth to get all the air bubbles out of it. All right, both of these fronts are glued down. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit before cutting them out. As that's drying a little bit, I'm going to cut out the cards. Now the cards are made on a 8.5 by 11 image, and I printed on 11 by 17 cardstock so I can make sure I get every bit of it. If I were to print this on 8.5 by 11, I would be cutting off some of the edges due to how much a printer can actually print. So I print on this 11 by 17 to get the whole image. And if you just follow the lines, everything should cut out well. All right, so I let these dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now I can begin cutting it out. So I'm going to cut out the fronts on that line there to create the actual border. All right, now that I've cut out the counters fronts, I'm going to cut out the counter back before I glue on the border here. All right, now that I've cut that out, I'm going to now glue the back, and then I will match these corners together and lay it on. I've done it's a trick, but if you line up your corner, it should float down. You want it to be flush with the actual mat board. Okay, I glued that on. Both sides are glued. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. Give it at least an hour or more. I got some stuff to do, so I'll come back and cut this out later. A little later in the day, I'm going to cut these out now. All right, cut out. I'm gonna put it in 3 different bags, one with the major nations, the minor nations, and general other counters.